Hi betting experts, on Friday, day 4 at the Cheltenham Festival, Gold Cup day, the big race coming at 3:30, but it's a really compelling card, cracking action, and hopefully we've found some winners. The Triumph Hurdle gets things underway at 1:30, and I think the value now at the prices is with Gordon Elliott's Phil Daw. Now this grey gelding really impressed when landing hefty market confidence on his first 3 runs over hurdles since arriving from France, showing plenty of stamina to win in style up to Grade 2 company at Leopardstown in December. Now last time out he did get picked off by Vauban, but I think they set too slow a pace and just got done for speed. He's very much a grinder, a stayer who keeps finding with a tough and terrific attitude for pressure, and I think their strongly run Triumph Hurdle will really suit him, whereas the other one, Vauban, who's a lot shorter now in the market, probably is more about speed. I see him more as an Aintree horse, the Danger Pied Piper, who's very progressive as well. It's a really high-class renewal of the Triumph Hurdle. The County at 2:10, very competitive. I'm going to side with Dan Skelton's West Cork here. Skelton has got a brilliant record in these big festival handicaps over the years. Chitty Bellow, Superb Story, numerous others running blinders. And West Cork comes here fresh after only 2 runs this winter, and that's been a deliberate ploy. He's been targeted at the festival for the whole season, basically. I thought he ran really well in a huge field last time out when not quite seen to best effect. He does need the cards to fall right as he's ridden cold from off the pace, but that's not a bad tactic in these huge field handicaps around here where they go a mad gallop and usually go for home far too soon. The 250, the Albert Bartlett, very competitive. I've always liked hollow games. I think what he needs is a proper test of stamina. He's been rather undone in small fields in Ireland the last twice where they haven't gone a flat-out gallop. He's sort of given the impression there's running left in the tank. He's made a smooth transition to hurdling this winter, catching the eye in no uncertain style on his last 2 occasions when finishing third. He did hang for pressure, which is the one slight negative, but he's gone out to a fair price as a result of that race, and it's the sort of race this Albert Bartlett, it's absolutely made for him. I think he's going to need 3 mile plus in time. He's going to be a cracking chaser. He won his point in March 2020. That's going to be his game in the longer term, but he's edging out towards double figures now, and I think that's a very fair price. The day's feature, the Gold Cup at 3:30. Well, I've long been keen on A+ Tard, and while it sort of goes against the grain to tip a 3-1 favourite in races of this nature, he's a very progressive performer. He's had an ideal preparation for this race despite suffering a narrow defeat at the hands of Galvin last time out. If you watch that run back, A, it came at a time when Henry de Bromhead was struggling for form, but B, Rachel de Bromhead did too much too soon in the middle of that race, making up about 8 lengths in a furlong, parked out wide, looking the winner, but just worn down after the last by Galvin. I do respect the claims of that rival. Soft ground and a stamina sapping hill suits him. He stays 4 miles, Galvin. If it becomes a slog, he might be able to do A+ Tard, but I think the way A+ Tard travels, he's got the turn of foot and he's still got a bit of potential for more. I don't think it's a competitive race at all. There's a load of horses who are very hard to fancy at all, and I think A+ Tard around about 3-1 is nap material. The 4:10, the Hunter Chase, well, Billaway took a couple of starts to return to his best, but he was very impressive last time out in Ireland. He's sure to be primed for this. He actually finished second in 2020 and 2021 when heavily backed on each occasion, catching a tartar last year, but he's got a good record round here, which is a big plus. He's got one of the best jockeys up. I think he'll go really close. The 450, we're looking for a bit of value here with the Glancing Queen in the Mare's Chase. Now, Alan King's mare has taken to chasing very smoothly with wins at Bangor and Warwick already this season, and she caught an absolute tartar when second to L'Homme of Venetia's last time out, travelling and jumping well, but just lacking that rival's gear change up the straight. She should go really well. She's a reliable sort. One suspects the form in Ireland is always a bit stronger, but I think she'll give her running, and perhaps each way at around 8 or 10-1 is the way to go there. The Getting Out Stakes, a ferociously competitive Martin Pipe at 5:30. Well, Langadan is another horse of Dan Skelton's who's been absolutely laid out for this race. If you watch his return run after nearly a year off at Taunton a couple of weeks ago, when he went from 7-1 out to about 14-1 under his claimer, dropped him out last and he stayed there, but he didn't really come under any pressure at all. Amazingly, he's been dropped £3 for that run, so he's now extremely well handicapped. He was unlucky when failing to land a wholesale gamble in this race in 2020 when all the connections were on, bumping into a real tartar. So he's already proven over this course and distance, with any luck in running, he must go close. Best of luck on day 4 at the Cheltenham Festival, betting expert.